Getting started with your Clarett OctoPre. The Clarett OctoPre is an 8-channel mic pre AD to DA converter. There are 8 individual gain controls you can change independently. Inputs 1 to 8 on the front and rear of the unit are combi inputs. The Clarett OctoPre can be either the master clock for your system or be synced over ADAT or word clock to another clock master. In a digital audio system, it's important that one device is the clock master and all other devices are synced to this. You will need to match the sample rate of your DAW session and interface's sample rate with the OctoPre, like so. When the ADAT to line button is lit up, the signal from the ADAT inputs on the OctoPre is sent to the line outputs instead. This allows you to add 8 additional line outputs to your setup, which you could connect to a mixing desk, for example. When the ADAT to line button isn't lit up, the signal from the inputs on the OctoPre goes straight to the outputs. You can easily turn on air mode for each channel by selecting air mode, then pressing the selector button for each independent channel. When using condenser microphones, you can enable phantom power for channels 1 to 4 and 5 to 8 in banks. Let's take a look at the rear of the unit. Like the front inputs, the rear inputs are combi, meaning that you can connect microphones using XLR cables or line level signals using 1/4-inch jacks. Each input also has a dedicated unbalanced insert to connect external hardware and processors using Y cables. You can easily activate the insert points by pressing the insert button, then the relevant button for each input. The Clarett OctoPre also features word clock in and out connectors to allow for flexible device clocking, as well as 8 balanced line outputs on a D-sub connector, wired to the standard DB25 specification. In this instance, I'm connecting the Clarett OctoPre to a Clarett 8Pre-X interface. A single optical cable is connected from an optical output on the OctoPre to ADAT in1 on the rear of the 8Pre-X. The Clarett OctoPre is set to internal clock, making it the sync master. The Clarett 8Pre-X is then set to clock over ADAT from Focusrite control, meaning that it's slave to the OctoPre. You will only need one optical cable if you are running at 44.1 or 48 to send all 8 channels. At higher sample rates, the number of channels sent from each ADAT output is reduced. If your interface has 2 ADAT inputs, you can use both to send more channels. I've then created in my DAW 8 channels using inputs 13 to 20, which correspond to the ADAT inputs on the 8Pre-X. I've used the ascending function in Logic to do this for my 8 channels. As another example, here's how you would set this up in Ableton. For any further questions or troubleshooting, please visit our help centre here.